auspicious occasion of the signing of the MoU between the Nasarawa state government and the Dangote Sugar Group. To us in the council, it is an epoch-making event in several respects. First, this is the first time we are having an array of some of the most distinguished Nigerians from both public and private sectors since we moved into these modest premises. This in itself is historical. But secondly, and perhaps more important, is the very reason for which these great Nigerians are gathered here today. The ceremony that we are about to witness marks the beginning of what promises to be another history-making venture for our country. If and when this project materializes, and I have no doubt at all that it will materialize, given the antecedents and the powerful forces and personalities behind the project, it will be the single largest sugar factory in the whole of West Africa and perhaps even Africa. Because we are the Sugar Council and we are here talking about sugar, a sugar project, I am privileged to have a few information about this project that at this point in time is known to few. When completed, hopefully within the next 4 to 5 years, the sugar estate will consist of over 45,000 hectares of sugarcane field, producing over 400,000 tons of sugar and generating some 96 megawatts of electricity annually. Perhaps more important to government, given our current unemployment challenges, it will also create over 19,000 jobs for different cadres of skilled and unskilled manpower. As an agency of government that superintends over the sugar industry, I can tell you that we cannot wait to see the consummation and completion of this project. We see it as a game-changing venture that will radically change the narrative as far as local sugar production is concerned. But in view of our recent experiences with similar projects, I sincerely hope this agreement between the Nasarawa state government and the Dangote Sugar Group contains clauses that will shield its execution from political interference. Some of our projects have suffered from this malaise in recent times. I have absolutely no doubt that both Alhaji Aliko and His Excellency the Governor are committed to the project and will see it to its fruition. But since in all probability the development of the project will outlive the current state administration, I think it is important that we secure the continuation and survival of this project beyond the life of the current government, even though we expect that a lot of ground will have been covered by that time. In this regard, if possible, the agreement should be made legally binding on all parties such that its reversal will be deemed impossible by whoever may come later. Again, learning from recent experiences, we would want all sugar sector investors to focus on and fast-track factory development, even as they pay attention to field development between now and 2020. I mean, before we came in for this event, I was having a conversation with Alhaji Aliko, and this was just the point he made. This is for both our greenfield projects as well as the ongoing BIP projects. What we have had so far is far more attention being paid to the field development, which of course is good, but we need equal attention on the design and procurement of factory machineries. Until the machineries arrive on site, we do not have a sugar industry, and whatever is done on the field is almost reversible. With these few words, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am very delighted to welcome you all once again and hope that our God that is in heaven, who is also witness to this agreement, will facilitate its successful completion. Your Excellency, distinguished royal fathers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you and welcome.
I would like to thank the Executive Secretary of the Sugar Refinery PLC, Sugar Development Council, Dr. Lateef Busari, for his very illuminating comments. It's a journey of 1,000 miles which began so many years back, and we would like to show you a film that just sort of captures the journey so far. So the very next item on the program is the movie which would be shown, the journey so far. Hold on, just cute. Okay. All right, before we get the movie set, I think at this point I would like to call on the Acting Managing Director, Dangote Sugar Refinery PLC, Alhaji Abdullahi Sule, to give verbatim a project overview, and then we can save the movie for later. We would now call on the Acting Managing Director, Dangote Sugar Refinery, Engineer Sule, to give us a project overview before you watch the movie.
Where do you go? Okay, all right. Your Excellencies, our Royal Fathers, our Chairman and other directors of Dangote Group, members of Nasarawa State House of Assembly, being led by the Honorable Speaker, Secretary to the Government, our former Governor and Chairman of the Committee on Agriculture in the Senate, Honorable Jafaru, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be the one actually to give you a little bit of idea about how this project started, which we call the Dangote Tunga Sugar Project. The idea of Dangote Sugar Project actually took its theme from the visit made by our chairman and members of the Dangote Group to Lafia, where he met with His Excellency and were able to come up with what we have at the moment. But in order for us to know where we are going, it's better if we know where we are coming from. So who are we as Dangote Sugar? Dangote Sugar actually currently has a sugar refinery which was established in 1999 and commissioned in the year 2000. Currently 1.4 million metric tons per annum. It's very important to hold this number because that's about the size of the total consumption of sugar in Nigeria. So as a matter of fact, now that we have this 1.4 million metric tons, there will have been no need for our brothers from flour mills to build another refinery. Dangote Sugar was actually listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange in the year 2007. And we do import sugar from Brazil in the neighborhood of 600 to 800 Ikomsa. Ikomsa is the unit of measuring sugar. It actually stands for International Committee for the Uniform Method of Sugar Analysis. We do import from there, and we do have technology that refines the sugar down to less than 20 Ikomsa. Then we bag the sugar in 50 kg bags. We also bag in retail packs. And the sugar is actually fortified with vitamin A. Fortification of sugar is a technology that we have mastered in Dangote, to the point that some countries like Kenya actually come to Dangote Sugar to learn how to do fortification of sugar. We currently employ about 1,500 in the refinery. It is very important for you to hold this number as we go down this presentation. Then came the Sugar for Nigeria project, which is what brought about this project in the first place.